Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Jumpin' here. This is gonna be part 9 to my Elder Scrolls Skyrim Dawnguard DLC playthrough. Well, right away, when we run out here, we're gonna see a dragon, so let's see what he has to
Stay
say.
your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin. Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death. I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue. Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you. For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there. I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more. I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right. In my language, the Quinarin is the Vanquisher. The one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle. Even in the Soul Cairn, the defeat of the World Eater has reached my ears, Dovahkiin. You may not be Dova, but the defeat of Alduin earns you the right of title. There was a time when I called Tamriel my home, but those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles. I was, but unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Dilan, the ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy. The Ideal Masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead. In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica. I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul. Free? No. I have been here too long, Quanarin. The Soul Cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there, through your call.
Alright, so now that he is done talking, if you don't know what was going on there, now we can call that dragon into the world, and pretty much it's just a shout that you can call the dragon. So I'm going to cut it ahead so you don't have to watch me run out of this place. Pretty much, as you can see, it's just the entrance area of this place, and now I'm just going to go ahead and leave. Anyway, like I was saying, the thing about that dragon was that dragon, now you can call him into Tamriel, you can call him into SKYRIM or whatever, and have him fight for you. It's just like the shout you get at the end of the game of the main storyline, but a lot of people did not like that shout because if you are a player like myself, I wait to do the main storyline a lot, just because I like to save that for last. I think that's a proper way of beating a game. That's just my opinion, though. So if you're a player like me, then yeah, that shout was useless because by the time I got it, I already did everything. So what's really cool is that now they have a second option there to summon a dragon so that you don't have to do that main storyline, which is really, really cool. The only thing about that, later on you will see it, but you might see in this episode, I'm not too sure. But I'm going to try to use it, and it just doesn't work. I mean, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of... I'm really just not a big fan of calling dragons into battle for me. I don't really even understand how that would work, but who knows? It's cool. It's a cool idea, but it's not for me. All right, so we're gonna go back to Fort Dawnguard, and I am a vampire. If you can remember from the last video, I became a vampire, which yeah. So now what we're gonna have to do is that we're gonna have to go to the fort and talk to these people about all these different quests that I've done. I mean, if you remember, I think 2 episodes back, I did the quests for the schematics and for the killing of the vampires, and I have yet to turn them in, so I was going to try to do that now, but this is a moment of the playthrough that I realized something that was really, really, really stupid. And what that is that if you do become a vampire for that short period to go into the Soul Cairn, you cannot continue the storyline of the Dawnguard. Right here, you'll see it.
Did you get infected? Gods, don't let Eastron see you like that. Look, I hear Thalion and Moth deals with this kind of thing. Go see him immediately. Otherwise, you're a threat to all of us.
Alright, so that just started a new quest, Rising at Dawn. So now we have to cure our vampire disease. So that really is lame. I thought I was going to be able to keep it just because they're working with Serena. She's a vampire. Why can't they work with me if I'm a vampire? But, you know, it's really, really dumb. Now, the cool thing is that if you guys don't know this, if you do choose the Fort Dawnguard, or not Fort Dawnguard, but the Dawnguard way to be a vampire slayer, at the end of it, at any moment, you can become a vampire. Because Serena can follow you around as a companion, which is awesome because once you beat it and you're done with using the fort and you're done with those people, you can just become a vampire lord. And the vampire lord is so good compared to the werewolf. I looked over the werewolf perks and they were just so bad compared to what you get as a vampire.
Things beyond the reach of most humans. Traveled the Oblivion Plains, seen things one should not see. I have met Daedra and Dwemer, and everything in between, and I know enough to see a vampire where others would see a man. It is possible I know of a ritual but have never performed it. It requires a filled black soul gem. You will need to kill someone, When you have a gem and have filled it, return to me and I will perform the ritual. I will bring life to your dead body, vampire. My talents are very well.
Alright, so he just told us to bring him a field black soul gem. I already have one from the Soul Karen, so there you go. You should have one too at this point. Alright, so now he's just told us to meet him at dawn. So that's what we're gonna be doing. It's just right outside the city, or this hold, and that's where I'm gonna go real quick. But yeah, like I was saying, so even if like you choose to go either path, you can still become a vampire lord, which is really awesome. I'm really glad they did that. Just because I was really kind of disappointed. Like I said, I looked over the werewolf perk tree, and it's just not that good, honestly. Like, it's probably okay, but it's not as good as the vampire one. So it's way better to be a vampire lord. I really didn't look over too much of the vampire perks, but from what I looked at, I can already tell you it's probably better than the werewolves, because the werewolves is like that bad. Alright, so if you just run over here, you can go ahead and cure yourself. Now, once again, like I said, you shouldn't probably become a vampire in the Soul Karen if you chose, you should have soul trapped yourself. I just think it would save you a lot of time, because like I have to sit here and do this now, and I also have to sit here and wait, which I think I'm just gonna cut the video ahead right here, just so you don't have to see that. Yeah, I just cut it ahead, so now I'm pretty much about to talk to him and get this evil vampire demon out my soul.
Desire.
Alright, now he might take a little bit. He does, for some reason. He's like half retarded, I guess. But once here we go. Once he gets started, he'll perform the rite.
Answer my plea. As in death there is new life, in oblivion there is a beginning for that which has ended. I call forth that power. Accept the soul that we offer. As the sun ends the night, end the darkness of this soul. Return life to the creature you see before you. The ritual is complete.
Alright, so that was that. Pretty short, pretty simple, but yeah, so now I don't have any vampire. I'm not a vampire anymore, so now we can go back to Fort Dawnguard and do everything there. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to these people over here and see what's up with them.
You never disappoint. What have you got there? Is it really? It is. I was hoping we'd find this. It's a diagram for a Dwemer Crossbow. Much more sophisticated and powerful than the ones we use. Here, let me show you how it's made. Assuming you have the smithing skills, you should be able to make this yourself at Gunmar's Forge. Either way, I'll buy whatever you're looking to get rid of.
Alright, so now I can go ahead and buy some stuff. You can buy the Dwemer crossbow and all the bolts for it. I don't really recommend buying it or anything, because if you do the very next step, you can get the final crossbow, which is the enhanced Dwemer Crossbow, which is awesome. Really amazing weapon, and that's what I will be doing pretty soon here. I'm also going to go and sell her some stuff if I have anything to sell, which I more likely do. Let's see, war axe and crap, I don't need none of that. And I mean, look at all this crap I have. I have so much stuff, which is kind of cool. They do give you a lot of nice stuff for completing their little quest. They actually give you like armors and stuff every time you complete one of the two quests from these people. Cozy little place, isn't this? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Gunmar now and tell him that I killed the vampire.
To worry about. Though there's plenty more where he came from. Be ever watchful. Speak with Florentius. He has something for you.
Alright, And he's gonna tell us to
What
talk
now?
to Florences or whatever. I don't know if I'm saying the
Like what
guy's
he's run
name
is
right,
done?
but I think
All right.
One
One
that's
more
his
set
name.
of Dwemer plans to go.
And also I'm gonna ask her what does she want me
Don't
to
be
do.
sad when we're done collecting these. Who knows, though? Maybe more plans will turn up in the future. But I can't wait to see these drawings. Go on, get out of here.
Alright, now we just started the quest to get the enhanced Dwemer Crossbow. And also I gotta go and try to find this guy. Don't know where he is. I think he should be on my map, more than likely. I would imagine. Or I can put him on my map. Don't know what I was doing there. Here we go. Alright, so let's see. Yeah. Well, actually, no. Yeah, there's nothing here. So, I don't know. Maybe in the next episode we'll figure that out. That's kind of confusing. But, and also I'm going to go ahead and put the summon, or I'm going to actually get the summon dragon thing going. And maybe I'll do that as well. More likely in the next episode. And we'll see what's going on here.
Arcane
Oh,
says
here he
it's
is.
good that
So
we're
let's go ahead and
here,
talk
but
to this
I
guy,
don't know.
Florences, or whatever.
Something about this place doesn't feel right. What? No. Yes. Yes, I see. All right. Right. I'll settle in, and then Arcane and I will start to put things right. Don't you worry. Potions, my friend. Potions. Possibly some spells. Maybe some other things I've forgotten about. Actually,
I didn't know he actually could sell you
I've been
stuff, but
poring
yeah, he
over some of the
can.
tomes
Potions
left
and
here in the
ingredients.
keep.
That's awesome.
interesting stories indeed. Seems the previous incarnation of the Dawnguard had, at one time, some interesting toys. Arcane and I think it could be a great advantage for us. You should look into retrieving it. A powerful warhammer.
Alright, so we
imbued
just
with
started the
magic.
quest Lost
It
Relic.
places warding runes on the ground.
I
to
think these
obliterate
quests
its
might be
wielder's
like
foes.
infinite, to be honest. I'm not
Sounds
too
useful.
sure. But
Go
it's
with the
whatever.
light.
Yeah, so now we gotta recover the lost artifact for him, and pretty much that's it. So now let's go ahead and find this Moth priest and tell him that we got all the Elder Scrolls and
Arcane's been
see what he
watching over
has
me.
to say. Where the hell is he? Oh yeah, he's actually probably upstairs. At least, I mean, I just seen him when I walked in. I guess he went to go sleep or whatever. Let's go check this out.
I trust your journey was successful.
Oh shit! Apparently he's gay with Isran. I always knew Isran was
sorry,
gay.
my
I told you
friend.
earlier in this
I
series
can no
he
longer
was
be of
totally
use
gay.
in this matter.
In particular,
It's my fault. In my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the careful preparation required. I thought I'd be able to allay the after effects, but I was wrong. Now I am paying for it. Blind? Yes, I'm afraid so. No, it will have to run its course, and there's always the chance I may never recover. No, there is another way. The question is, how much are you willing to risk to find Oriel's bow? I can't guarantee you'd be free from harm. Becoming blind could be the least of your worries. Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in SKYRIM in the Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek. It involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract ancestor moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls. In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you. From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy. Deciphering one of the Elder Scrolls is nothing like reading a simple book. there is quite a bit of ritual and concentration required. It can take months or even years to complete a single scroll, and even then, months to recover. Well, as I'm sure you figured out by now, it's no mere coincidence that we're named Moth Priests. The voice of the Ancestor Moth has always been an integral part of reading the Elder Scrolls. Oh, the Moths don't literally read the scrolls, but they maintain a connection to ancient magic that allows the Moth Priests to decipher them. If you listen closely when you find the glade, you should be able to hear their song, a soft, harmonious trilling. It's through this ancestral chorus that the moths tap into a form of primal augur and become a conduit for deciphering the scrolls. By having the ancestor moths close to the moth priest, they can utilize the conduit and share the moth's augury. Only the most resilient of priests can do it this way. It takes years of practice to interpret the harmony. You've come this far, and you've found several Elder Scrolls. Whether you believe it or not, the scrolls have a mind of their own. If they did not want you to find them, they would not allow it. Because of this, I strongly believe you were meant to hear the ancestral chorus. Only one way to find out. Good luck. I hope you find the answers you seek.
Alright, so that's pretty much it for him. He just told us a lot of different crap. So, I don't know. After the nightmare we just had in the last video, I don't want to make this video too long. So I'm going to pretty much end it there. So please comment, like, and subscribe, and have a nice day.